Hey guys, what's up? It's Amina. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I know I usually always do hair videos, but today I'm going to be showing you guys some of my makeup must-haves. So don't worry, I'm still going to continue to do mostly hair videos. But in today's video, basically I'm just going to show you guys like some of my holy grail makeup items and makeup items that really work for women of color, especially if you're on my skin tone, which I'm at NC45 in MAC, or if you know Nars, I'm Nars Tahoe, or Makeup Forever 173, the old system, and 445, the new system. So yeah, that's around my skin range in case you guys are wondering. Let's just go ahead and get started because I have a lot to show you guys. So the first thing that I have to show you guys is not actually makeup, but it is the first thing that I do when I sit down to put on my makeup, and that is Aquaphor. This is hands down my favorite lip balm. I put this on every single day before I'm gonna wear any makeup. It beats out all of the high-end lip products. I wouldn't even waste your money. I would just get you a tub of Aquaphor. Also, I do want to mention really quickly, they do have like an Aquaphor for lips, but I mean, I just use the regular Aquaphor. I think this works perfectly fine. So the next thing, usually what I do is my eyebrows. However, for the sake of this video, since I'm showing you guys everything, I don't want you guys to have to stare at my dark under eye circles. So I'm actually going to be doing my foundation first. Before foundation, my go-to holy grail primer is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Primer. This is made with coconut water. This is perfect if you have dry skin. I have like normal to dry skin. It just kind of depends. Since I have been doing horrible with my diet lately, my skin has been so dry. But yeah, I love this primer so much because it's pretty much like a moisturizer before you put on your makeup, especially if you're gonna wear like heavy makeup. I feel like this helps so that your makeup doesn't look too cakey or too powdery. The next thing that I have is my foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I am in the shade Y445 or 173. I love this foundation because first of all, it is the closest color match that I've ever found. I have a very strong olive undertone, so I need something that's kind of like olive, brown, dark golden. Also, this is really good when you're gonna take pictures. In pictures, this just makes your skin look so perfect, so like flawless. It really smooths out your skin. I would say this is like a medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to full coverage, but I usually just do one pump and spread it all over my face. The next thing that I have is definitely one of my holy grails. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealers, and I have the colors Caramel and Ginger. Both of these have a very strong yellow golden undertones, which I like. Especially because I'm so anemic, I have really dark under eye circles and I have bags. Caramel is actually perfect for canceling out the darkness underneath my eyes, but I find that throughout the day, caramel kind of blends in with my skin tone. So that's why I like to mix it with ginger. This is perfect if you have dry skin or if you have a dry under eye area. This is very creamy and almost hydrating. When you put it on underneath your eyes kind of look a little bit more healthier. I can't express to you guys how much I love these concealers. I've literally been using them for years, repurchased them for years. The next thing that I have is another one of my favorites, and it's so basic. This is the RCMA Original No Color Powder. This powder is everything, especially if you struggle with your under eye area like I do. This, I don't know what it does. It's like magic. It literally blurs out your under eye area and makes it look so soft and gets rid of like your bags and darkness and gives you that airbrushed effect right underneath your eyes. I love this so much. I think this is better than any of the other translucent powders, high-end drugstore, whatever. And this is drugstore prices and you get so much of this, which is crazy. It definitely does have no color. It won't be white on brown skin tones and it won't give you a flashback as well. I have to really quickly give a shout out to the Beauty Blender because this is literally a game changer for real. I don't know what I was doing before I bought a Beauty Blender, especially if you have drier skin. The moisture from the Beauty Blender will help absorb into your skin, and I love this so much, especially for blending out my under eyes. No brush blends out my under eyes better than the Beauty Blender. I also use this to set my under eyes. The next thing that I have is the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder. I actually haven't heard that many people talk about, actually I haven't heard anyone talk about it on YouTube, but this is just the same color as my foundation. This is perfect with the foundation to really give you that airbrush effect. This literally softens your skin. I can tell, like, as I'm putting it on my face, I can see my face is getting like softened, and it makes your face look so smooth. The next things that I have in front of me are my eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of struggle a little bit with my eyebrows because I actually don't pluck them, I don't wax them, I don't do anything to my eyebrows. Like, these are how they are naturally. So because of that, I kind of just have to work with what I have. My favorite is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and the color that I use is granite. So if you have black hair and you have thick eyebrows, then granite is going to be the perfect color for you. It's a cool toned soft black color. The Brow Wiz is a little bit of a drier formula, which I prefer. I like that because it stays on all day. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't wear off, and I find that with the Brow Wiz, I don't go overboard. I have a problem with like overdoing my eyebrows, but yeah, I like the Brow Wiz because it kind of helps me not to do too much, if you know what I mean. Also, I just wanted to mention, because a lot of people talk about the brow definer as well. I have the brow definer, I use it, and I do like it. The brow definer is a little bit softer and more creamier, so it makes putting your eyebrows on so fast. Literally, I can do my eyebrows so fast with this. However, I do find that by the end of the day, it wears off, especially in the front right here. Also, I do like the spoolie on the Brow Wiz better. It's smaller, and I feel like it actually grabs my hairs and it combs through my hairs much better. I think the spoolie on the brow definer is too big. So yeah, I do prefer the Brow Wiz, even though it takes forever to do your eyebrows with this itty bitty little pencil. I think it's worth it. When I want to go for a more natural look, then I will actually just use powder for my eyebrows. And this is actually a MAC eyeshadow, and it's the color Brune. And I know when you look at it, it looks like gray, but actually when you swatch it, this is the perfect color for black eyebrows. It's kind of like a cool tone, soft black color. In the beginning, I used to only use powder on my eyebrows. I really like powder. It looks more natural. It's easier to use, I think. You can see on the right, I have the powder on the left, I have the Brow Wiz, and you can see the powder is much more natural. But either way, depending on what look you're doing, either one will work. This is the Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I just have the clear shade, and I love this because not only does it set your eyebrows into place, this also has like small fibers in it, so it kind of helps to make your eyebrows appear thicker, which I like. And I love this because it holds your eyebrows into place all day, but it's a nice soft hold. It doesn't leave your eyebrows crunchy. I hate that when my eyebrows are too hard. Another tool that I want to mention really quickly, this is the MAC 217 brush. This is just a basic staple brush. I find that I always reach for this. I think it has the perfect shape. It's kind of flat but long as well, so you can actually pack eyeshadow on your lid. You can use it to put eyeshadow on your crease. You can blend out your crease. I just think the shape is so perfect, and I want to try and find something similar to this, maybe more affordable, but so far this is one of my favorites. Quick shout out to that one. Okay, let's talk about eyeshadow. The first one that I have is my crease color, and this is MAC Texture. Texture is literally the perfect crease color if you are around my skin tone. I use Texture almost every single time I'm putting makeup on. I just like sloppily throw it into my crease, on my eyelids, just all over. This gives you the perfect contour on your eyelid. It's such a warm, beautiful color, and I feel like it really complements my skin tone. Along with Texture, I also want to mention Saddle, which is another MAC color. If you look at them, they're kind of very similar next to each other, but Saddle is a little bit more olive brown, a little bit darker. And I like Saddle as well for putting it in my crease and mixing it together with Texture. And if you have a little bit darker eyelids, or like the days where I don't prime my eyelids, I'll use Saddle because Texture won't show up on me if I'm not wearing primer. The next thing that I have, I completely hit pan. I don't have any more of this, but this is MAC Woodwinked. If you love metallic colors, you have to get MAC Woodwinked. This is the most beautiful metallic color, especially for brown skin. And the darker you are, the more metallic and the more beautiful it is on your skin tone. I literally have gotten so many compliments every time I wear this eyeshadow. People stop me and they're like, oh my gosh, your eyes look like they're twinkling. There's no other eyeshadow that I found that matches Woodwinked. So MAC Woodwinked is so beautiful, so stunning. If if I can find a swatch or get one, I will try to show you guys. So the next thing that I have is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about it. This is a beautiful palette. All of these colors will work on your skin tone. That is the one thing I cannot stand more than anything. I will refuse to buy a palette if I can't use, if there's like 3 colors in there that are too light and ashy, I'm not gonna buy the palette. That's the one thing I can't stand, is when the palette has way too many light colors, because let's be real, those colors don't work for darker skin tones. On camera, I don't know why, but on camera, it's not picking up as dark as it is in real life. It has beautiful warm tones, and it has mostly matte eyeshadows, which I love. I love matte eyeshadows. I love matte everything. You guys will learn that about me really fast. The eyeshadows are a little bit powdery, but for me, I don't care as long as the pigment is there and it will show up on my skin tone. That's all that I care about. The next thing that I have to mention is another matte eyeshadow palette. This is the Vizart or Vizart, I don't know how to say that, dark matte eyeshadow palette. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette. The colors in here, first of all, are so stunning, so beautiful, so warm, super pigmented. This is one of the best eyeshadow formulas that I have ever tried. They're so creamy, they're not powdery, and the pigment on here is just insane. I will show you guys a few. Look at that. Is that not so beautiful? It's so beautiful. I like all of the tones in here too. These are literally like my favorite colors that I like to use. The only annoying thing is that it's so expensive, but to be honest, I think it's worth it because you do get a lot of product in here. If you do the math on it, it's pretty much like $6.66 for each one of these eyeshadows. So yeah, that's how I try to justify the price to myself. So I have a confession to make. I am an eyeliner junkie. I can't do makeup without eyeliner. Eyeliner is the first makeup that I ever wore when I was a kid in high school, yeah. So I have a bit of an addiction with eyeliner. Needless to say, I've tried a lot of eyeliners, and hands down, I am a gel liner type of girl. Gel liner is super black, long lasting, and my favorite gel liner is the Loreal Infallible Gel Liner in Blackest Black. I love this gel liner because it's super black and it lasts all day on me. It doesn't smudge off, it doesn't smear, it doesn't flake. I love the formula too. The formula is not too wet and not too dry either. I think it's the perfect formula. I like to use eyeliner all over my eyes. I like to put it on the top, on the bottom, the waterline, to create the wing, the inner corner. I know that's not for everybody, I know, but that's just what I like. That's what I prefer on me, at least. And I think this is better than most of the high-end gel liners that I've tried. The next thing that I have is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Camel. This is such a beautiful color. This is the perfect powder to add color back to your face. A lot of the times, when you put foundation on, your face ends up looking very flat. And so this really warms up your skin tone. It's the perfect golden camel color to give you like that beautiful warmness. I think darker skin tones can use this too to set all over the face. So I love this powder so much, and it's super soft and literally just melts into your skin. So the next thing that I have is contour. I am not a big contour person. If I do it, I will just contour like my cheeks and my big ass forehead. You guys can't tell how big my forehead is because I always have baby hairs to cover it up. My favorite contour color is actually an eyeshadow, believe it or not. This is MAC Uninterrupted, and this is actually the Pro Longwear formula, which is why it's a little bit bigger than the regular MAC eyeshadows you can see there, which actually is perfect because I use this as a contour color. The color is everything, you guys. This is such a beautiful dark olive brown color, and I think this creates the perfect shadow cast on my face. The undertone is perfect. This is the only thing I've been using to contour my face for the past couple of years. That's how much I love this color. The next thing that I have is my bronzer. So this is the Terracotta Bronzing Powder in the shade 07. And for some reason on camera, these powders are coming off really light, but this is basically a beautiful terracotta brown color. I like this for bronzing up my face, putting it on the outer perimeter, especially because my forehead is like literally 4 shades darker than the rest of my face. face. So I always have to put bronzer on my forehead and then just on the outer perimeter as well to balance it out. The whole line too, if you are darker than me, they do have one more shade darker than this. That whole range, like when you look at those colors, all of those colors have golden, olive undertones, which is so amazing because most companies do not make stuff with olive undertone. So yeah, I love this so much. It's so expensive though, to be honest. It is so expensive, but I think it's worth it, at least until I find something else that's cheaper. Blush is probably one of the least favorite things that I like when it comes to makeup, only because I feel like a lot of blushes just end up looking the same on my skin tone. But the one staple blush that I always go back to is MAC Copper Tone. This is a matte blush. Told you guys I love matte. This is the perfect color if you are around my skin tone. It's actually, depending on your skin color, it looks different. The darker you are, the more pink this comes off on your face. Okay, the last thing that we're gonna talk about are lips, and I really tried to limit this down to like my must-haves. So first of all, I'm gonna start off with my lip liner. This is MAC Cork. I didn't realize I have so much MAC stuff until now. Literally, this is a MAC in L'Oreal video. But yeah, my favorite lip liner is MAC Cork. This is just the perfect color. It's sort of like a dark, cool tone brown color. It's perfect if you're around my skin tone, just to line the outside of your lips, especially if you're going to be wearing like one of those crazy bright colors. This will help. I naturally have sort of mauve-y lips, so whatever lipstick color I put on, I feel like it always pulls mauve or purple. So for me, when I'm looking for lipsticks, I don't want anything purple. I don't want something that's gonna make my lips look purple because they already are naturally. So yeah, the first lipstick that I'm gonna mention is called Persistence, and it's by MAC. It is a matte finish. I have it on right now. This is literally the perfect color because first of all, it doesn't make my lips look purple, and it's literally the perfect sort of peachy, dark peachy color for brown skin tones. So beautiful and so natural, and it'll literally go with almost anything. The next lipstick that I'm going to show you is my go-to pink. So this is MAC Brick Ola or Brick Olay, not sure how you pronounce that, but there is the swatch on the back of my hand. Literally, this is the perfect pink color. I remember being in the store swatching so many lipsticks because I was determined to find my perfect pink color, and this is it. The only thing is that it is an amplified formula. I kind of wish it was matte, but it's okay, I guess. It's okay because the color is on point. The last color that I'm going to show you guys is actually from Bobbi Brown, and it's called Brown. The funny thing is it's actually on my skin tone just comes off as pink. So that is the swatch on the back of my hand. And on my lips, this basically comes off as a perfect nude color. So yeah, this is my nude color. Brick Olay is my pink color. And then Persistence is my peach color. So yeah, these are my all-time favorites. These work if you are around my skin tone. You don't actually have to use a liner with these. I don't buy bright lipsticks. I just don't. I just don't. All of my lipsticks are in the medium shade range, which on my skin tone actually just looks normal. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, anyways, that was it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!